Okay, I want to talk a little bit about this Moodle course. It's designed to look at a whole range of issues and activities which come broadly under the umbrella as English as an additional language. And you think, well, what do we mean by this? And you can look at it broadly in three ways. First of all, are statutory requirements for teachers come under the standards, the teaching standards which were developed and upgraded in 2011. Now there's one of those teaching standards which specifically mentions the requirement to support and develop the English as an additional language needs of pupils in schools. But if you dig deeper, you'll find that running through the standards of every single standards, there are issues which link directly to English as an additional language. So if we look at it in terms of our statutory requirements, we are required as teachers, as trainers of teachers, to prepare you and support you, to enable you to do the work within English as an additional language. The second way of looking at this is how best can we support children, how best can we as teachers teach them to be able to speak, listen, read and write in English. And I can say that this is a technical way. What are the best ways of doing that? And throughout this course we'll be looking at different ways of how you do those activities. The third way you can look at it is who are schools working for? We look at three. One is our pupils. Are we working for them? We'll come back to that. Secondly, are we there for parents? I suppose the two key overwhelming issues that parents ask for, particularly for whose backgrounds are within another language, is the development of English skills, and secondly, to support them, their children, to be able to develop their home languages. The third customer we have in effect is our government, our nation in effect, or whatever you want to call it. And in a way, if you think of it about what education is, it's to produce good citizens, to produce economically viable citizens, to enable our children to be able to think, to be involved in the democratic process. So that's four things. To produce good citizens, we need to know what citizenship is. We need to know about each other. We need to be able to share and care about each other's. Second thing, to be economically viable. One of the great strengths that our pupils in schools who are growing up or living in families with other languages is the ability to speak those other languages. So the emerging markets in China and India, whatever, we need people who have language skills in English and in those Indian and Chinese languages and other languages globally. We have got hundreds of kids in school, hundreds of languages in our schools. It's not just French and German that we need access to all of those languages. So, these are some of the things that we're going to look at and try and help you grapple with over the course of this program. Okay,